Welcome to our Bitcoin and CeFi update. We cover the latest developments so you can stay informed on the top highlights. I'm Cameron, your host and the founder of Coin and Token magazine. Please help sponsor the magazine by subscribing, liking, sharing, or even buying the magazine. Link is provided below. What's going on, everyone? Let's get to the show and to this update. If you haven't been paying attention to Bitcoin over the past month, you either have your head so far stuck in the sand, or you're on cloud nine smoking the greatest dope known to mankind. I mean, seriously, have you seen this chart this past month? Bitcoin has been on an absolute screamer, and that's just for people who don't know. There's still a lot of people, that's for people who do know. There are quite a few people who don't know about Bitcoin, and most people, I assume, who are watching this are going to be more of the aware of what's going on in Bitcoin. But man, we need to spread the awareness about Bitcoin and what's going on and what it can do to your portfolio and your retirement and even short-term savings as well. 1 year or less if you hedge appropriately. But whatever use case or whatever your position is on Bitcoin, hey, pay attention. Look at this chart. This is just November, okay? But I want to move over to another chart here. This is the Bitcoin US dollar. This is the 1 day chart, okay? And this is going back almost 2 years now. So if you see here, we had, 2019, we had our lows, our 3,000 lows. I mean, everyone listen here. This wasn't a long time ago, okay? Like, this is still pretty recent, long-term and maybe digital years, but it's still fairly recent. 2019, we're talking 2 years ago, right? 2019, end of 2018, 2019. We're looking at, the 3,000 range here. And next thing you know, we get that big screamer. And really what I want to look at here is, okay, here's this huge sell-off that came off in March, right? Remember, this is when the market kind of dropped 40% in 1 day or a couple days. I remember this. Yeah, this is early 2020. Big, people say, oh my God, Bitcoin is over. It crashed to 4,000, whatever. That you have to also understand that was also a huge sell-off in the equity market as well. And there's a lot of correlation. I know this can be a hot subject right now, but people are saying Bitcoin is not a correlated asset to equities and other securities and stuff like that, but every year they become more and more correlated. Now, to our allies in the United Kingdom, Bitcoin to the British pound 1 day. It's the 1 day chart here. The British BTC to the Great British Pound, similar to the US dollar, less vol than the euro, as you can see on the 26th. Let's see here. It looks like, they only had, well, maybe in retrospect, it still had an 8.27%. So still pretty volatile day across for this trading pair as well. So it just looked a little bit more volatile on the Eurozone chart, the Euro chart. Nonetheless, British pound following the US dollar chart, the market looks healthy. Wrapped Bitcoin. This is a new asset that the magazine now will start looking at. This is a controversial asset depending on what thought tribe you are in. And by thought tribe, depending on how much of a maximalist your belief is that it's Bitcoin and that's it, and there's nothing else. Everything else are just quote unquote, poop coins and the like. But I think the reason why I want to start covering, we believe we should start covering wrapped Bitcoin, is because, as you can see here, obviously it is the 15th biggest asset pair. This is coming from CoinMarketCap, by the way. So as you can see here, it is 2 billion. Its market cap is a little over 2 billion. Volume is 28 million. I mean, so there's significant market for this already. And where I was going with the Bitcoin maximalist, there are some in the general blockchain space that say it is Bitcoin and that is it. And then where we stand is kind of in the middle, that it's not only just Bitcoin, but there are other coins as well, also have different use cases. And some of them are a store of value like Bitcoin. We will start looking into wrapped Bitcoin and covering it from here on out. So on to wrapped Bitcoin. As you can see here, wrapped Bitcoin just debuted in October, late October. So we're only about a month and a half into its listing. Again, this is a very new asset. We're not saying that you should go out and trade this asset. We're just bringing you just a spotlight on it, and really just to bring a discussion as well, to start a discussion onto this asset. What does the market think of wrapped Bitcoin? I mean, having just debuted a month and a half ago, wrapped Bitcoin is already at over 2 billion market cap. So it's still early. I mean, way too early to make any sort of credible analysis on it. I think as we go forward over the next year, definitely by the end of 2021, we should definitely see a full evolution of wrapped Bitcoin, its network effects, and who is really trading it, why are they trading it, who are the major participants, who are the marginal players going forward with wrapped Bitcoin. I personally believe that wrapped Bitcoin has potential use case. I know it's big in the DeFi space actually, and going forward we might see a lot more use cases with wrapped Bitcoin in lending specifically, because Bitcoin is the primary, that or Tether or another stable coin are used as assets or as collateral for lending. But yeah, wrapped Bitcoin is an interesting take. I'm excited for it. I think going forward we should definitely see the community grow. I know some in the maximalist camp will be a little bit disappointed that I said that, or they may not completely agree with me. But nonetheless, it is an actual Bitcoin. We will have a full analysis coming out of what wrapped Bitcoin is.